tired. This has been a beating. I came out to set up this new tarp that I got by Creek Wilderness Outfitters, and man, I've just had one hell of a time. I don't have a tripod, so I have rigged up a little way to hold my phone right now, and I don't even know what the picture looks like or if you can even hear what I'm saying. But yeah, I came out here to this nature preserve that's probably 10 minutes away from where I live. It's a pretty big nature preserve, and honestly, over the past couple of months, I haven't seen many people at all out here. So I wanted to kind of come out and test this today to see maybe what kind of traffic or whatever. And it's 5:18, and I've been out here since, man, probably 3:30. Before I left, I took a bearing on my compass and used my pace speeds the whole way out here, and I think I ended up dropping 4 to get to this area. So I went kind of far back, but honestly the trail is literally right here. This was just one of the few shaded spots that I saw that had trees, you know, kind of where I wanted them. The ground isn't that flat, it kind of washes down right here, but for just a day out here, actually it's just a few hours I'm going to be able to stay. This isn't bad, you know, but I mainly wanted to come out here and try this thing out, man. It is badass. I'll tell you right now, a guy that's mainly used a Silnai tarp, this one is hands down. I mean, I love it, and this is my first time setting it up. This is the 10x10, so he has options to either do 8x8, 9x9, or 10x10. And the only reason why I even got this tarp is because Clinton Armstrong, that owns Deer Creek Wilderness Outfitters, put up a special 10x10 tarp, oilskin tarp, and I think like a 4-inch long, half-inch ferro rod, and it was under 200 bucks. It was actually under 180 bucks. So I couldn't resist it. Could I have probably been just fine with the 8x8? Absolutely. The 9x9 would probably have been the normal size, I would say, but what's normal? You know, it's just down to preference. And I'm only 6 foot, but I have a big frame. I've got really wide shoulders and pretty chunky legs, and man, even, you know, my 2-person tent that I use all the time, I just don't have enough room in it. I guess I sleep crazy, I don't know. When I'm sleeping with my wife, I'm just fine, but I wanted the biggest one he had. And dropping those 4 pace speeds to get out here, carrying my pack, which I probably brought way too much, and bringing my tarp, was it, you know, a little heavy? Yeah. Is the tarp a little heavy? Sure. I weighed it, rolled it up, and weighed it on my scale with nothing extra on it. No paracord wrapped around it, nothing. Just folded it up and rolled it up and weighed it, and it was 9.1 ounces. The second time I weighed, it was 9.2, and then the third time I weighed, it was 9 pounds. So the average is about 9.1. Honestly, for the amount of room that you get, I don't care about the weight. I really don't. In fact, I like being able to know that I've got enough room for me, my wife, my dog, or, you know, buddies or whatever. If something happens, everyone can just hang out underneath here with me. I like knowing that. With my group of friends, I've kind of become the I guess the caretaker, you could call it. You know, I normally end up having something that somebody needs with me, or it would have been nice to do this. Well, you know, I've got this that we can use. So, you know, this gives me an extra peace of mind, honestly. And I don't mind the weight. Me being bigger, I just don't mind carrying extra. My pack is always heavier than what it needs to be. I'm just not a weight freak. I'm not knocking guys that are. In fact, I envy guys that shrink their packs down to nothing, and, you know, have just as good of a time, if not better, than what I do, because, you know, they're not dealing with that extra weight. But I'm real tool heavy. You know, I would rather just have my tools with me and what I want, and know that I have that peace of mind, and, you know, just suck it up. So, I don't know. I wanted to get this set up, and I can take you around it real quick. Now, honestly, I need to check and see what the picture looks like, and if you can even hear me on here. Yeah, I'll get back with you. Oh. All right, real quick, thought I would show you how I have my tripod set up. So here's the tarp in my bag, and then right here is how I have my my phone set up. I am using my iPhone, so I just kind of started trying to think, what could I do? And I've got these adjustable clamps at home that I use for all kinds of stuff, and I noticed the rubber right here. I was like, you know what, I don't think that hurt it too bad. So I got a little sapling, put it in the ground, and then just adjust the clamp to fit my phone, and then I just shoved it down in this handle, and it actually works really well. The picture was perfect. So yeah, the reason why I said I was having a hell of a time was, this is the first day since I got this tarp, which was Saturday, that it's under 100 degrees, even at 5:27. It's 95 right now, and there's actually a nice little breeze, and I was just like, you know what, screw it. I'm going out. You know, I'm ready to set this bad boy up. So, you know, it is what it is for just a little day trip. I didn't have to bring the big boy out here. I've got a smaller Shilnai tarp that I easily could have brought. Would have been lighter, probably a little bit easier, but I wanted to see this thing in action. You know, I wanted to see what it looks like, what it felt like, carrying it, how it sets up, just, you know, all the things, and then what it's like, you know, most importantly, under tension, under stress, checking the tie outs, checking the sewing. You know, this is something that I want to last for a good while. So let me walk you around real quick and show you close-ups of the tarp, and let you see it. Once again, it's the Deer Creek Wilderness Outfitters Oilskin tarp, and this is the 10x10. So I hope this really sells a lot of you that are on the fence, to just pull the trigger and get you one of them. I have no affiliation with Clinton. I've talked to him a few times through Facebook Messenger, and he's a great guy. I mean, he's down to earth and whatnot, but I've never met him. You know, I've got no reason to sell his products for him. This is just based on me playing around with it today. This is the third configuration I've done it in, and this is just the last one I did. It's not one that I think works best, but I'll definitely share it with you. So first off, you can see how much room is in the 10 by 10. Let me walk around this tree real quick. Try not to trip. So here's the side view of it, and then look at how much room you've got. You know, I can almost damn near stand underneath this thing. I love it. I love that it's huge. So all I did was I set up my ridge line. Over there I just used a slip knot style, or almost like a noose, to go around that tree. Strung it up over here, and then the classic, you know, 1-2 trucker's hitch, and put a toggle in it right here. So here's a close-up of the stitching, and underneath, I don't know if you can see that. There we go. But this stuff is stupid strong, man. Take you down the tarp and show you this one. You know, the little things, I just used a prusik knot right here. The little things impress me. I know it's just detail, but if you've got enough time, in my opinion, to pay attention to detail, like the patch, that's cool to me. I don't know why, but it tells me that you care enough to put something good on here. And even something like this patch that does no functioning to this tarp, the stitching on here is great. It's high quality stuff. So and then I came back here, I put one stake there. I did the second loop from the ground, or from the end of it. So there's the second loop, and where my foot is the end loop. I first tried this with this loop here, and it just didn't quite give me the reach over the top for the shade. Like I said, I am here in Texas, and it's hot as hell, and I would rather have more shade and sit on the dirt than a huge ground cloth folding this under and a little bit of shade. That's just the way things are with me. So I don't know. So then, to get a little bit more headroom, I use this tie out here and strung it up to that tree. So here is this tie out under stress, and you can see that stitching is solid. You know, that stitching is not going anywhere. So I don't know, just trying to give you a good look as to what you're gonna get. You know, there's the other stake, and then we're back around to this side. Now there is something cool that I will try, maybe when it cools down a little bit more, instead of, you know, or if I don't have the option, there's a tree like that. I kind of picked this because I have a triangle here, and I knew I brought enough cordage to set it up this way. So, but let's say I wasn't in a position like this, supposedly, and I haven't tried this, so that's why I say supposedly. When you're underneath here, each center tie out has this patch on it, every one of them, and these things are thick as all get out, and supposedly that is so that you can put a stick or a prop underneath this to open this up, so that you don't have to tie to the front, or you know, if you wanted to kind of make it, you know, where the sides are dropped down, and you wanted to just prop the front up to get some more air if it's a little warm. But you know, let me see if I can get you a close-up of the stitching on the inside. So everything's folded over, and it's got a stitch in the center and a stitch on the outside, and it does that all the way on both sides. Now let me put this back on my rigged up little stand, and get back to you real quick, and talk to you about something else.